Welcome back to Development Dose. Today, we are going to learn how to increase your productivity by 10x, by using insights of video games. Let's get right in. In my early teen years, I used to play a lot of video games. But as I got older, they began to eat up too much of my free time. Because of this, I began to gradually cut down on how much time I spent playing games until I finally stopped. But lately, I had been thinking about the fun I used to have in games, so I made the decision to arrange more downtime into my schedule. As I tried more nostalgic games, I suddenly realized how much enjoyment video games can provide. It didn't take long for me to start craving the end of the day, so I could just play another game. However, this also made me wonder. What makes me crave the games? Why do I get drawn to them, and why was it so hard to stop once you were playing? Was it possible that the same principle that made gaming addicting could make any other habit more addicting? So I started to look at the structure and the setup of games. During video games, our brains consistently release a dose of dopamine, but most of you probably already knew that. Dopamine was or at least one of the triggers that makes us want and desire certain things again and again. It also makes us do whatever it takes to get the dopamine again. So we game and game every time we have spare time and become more productive with other work just to get back to the gaming part of our day. It is almost like you're holding a candy in front of a child if they act as you like, or an animal reacting to food in a zoo or circus for that matter. Game makers have become increasingly successful at keeping us playing. They added XP and profile levels, and they have added rewards if you just play a couple more games. Stuff like this keep us in the game. Games essentially have a ton of triggers that make you do things. It keeps you entertained, and it gives you some feeling of accomplishment when you reach a new level. It is certainly clear that games have key elements that keep you going. So without any further ado, here are some of these elements that you can replicate in more areas of your life. The first essential component is that you must constantly have a specific goal in mind and are aware of what you should be doing to get there. Perhaps you have to eliminate a final boss like Bowser, or you have to save Princess Peach. It is irrelevant for the idea. It's crucial that you are aware of the direction you must travel. Many of us, though, lack clarity about our goals in daily life. And while other people may choose our course for us, doing so is not the same as choosing the course yourself. Whether it be finishing a marathon, advancing professionally, or penning your own book, your actions have meaning when you are striving toward a certain objective. If not, your efforts will seem pointless. Although defeating Bowser might be the ultimate objective, the game doesn't actually force you to concentrate on that. Instead, it is divided into more manageable sub-objectives that build to the main objective. You might assist the king in recovering his stolen jewelry first, then a wizard with his potion-related issue, etc. No matter how insignificant or unimportant it may seem, whenever we do something, we are rewarded with a sense of success. And the more successful we feel, the more we want to stay that way. In essence, this sets up a feedback loop in which even a small amount of success motivates us to keep going and produces more success. Yes, the end goal may not be reached, but at least you are getting somewhere. Think about something you want to achieve as a big goal, like reading 5 books within the next month. This is not necessarily a big goal, but it is a goal in the right direction. It is a subtask to an end goal, gaining knowledge on something to end up doing whatever you desire. So start your goal by seeing what you have to do to reach that goal or sub-goal. How many pages do you have to read? When do you have time, and where do you read the most effectively? Breaking things down in steps allows you to slowly get to your end goal. This leads to the second lesson from games. Games are great at showing progress. They made it visible what you have done and what challenges you need to do to get to the next level. All challenges that gain use real-life XP are the steps we have to take to reach our goals. Look at Overwatch or any other game with the same setup. They have a system where you unlock new characters as you grow your level and you take the next steps. The constant feedback on where you are and where you need to go is exactly what we need in life, and therefore should be searched for. I have a great tip for that, and the solution is called habit or activity trackers. This is similar to the idea of what fitness smartwatches offer us. They made visible what have done and where you are. Go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and find a habit tracker, or use pen and paper to track habits. Whatever is easier and at the same time makes it visible and gives some satisfaction. I have noticed that I enjoyed completing habits much more, and I feel such accountability, and the best part is, you don't have to rely on anybody else to say something to you. You will know when you lack progress or effort, and you know what to do to get back into the steps to your end goal. Now, The third critical element makes it crucial to be aware of your development. Games do this by rewarding you for your work. When you reach a certain level or finish a task, you frequently receive some kind of reward. And these benefits encourage you to finish your assignments. If you didn't receive anything out of killing the final boss, would you even bother? Most likely not. However, since there is a reward, you continue to complete those tasks. In real life as well, rewards are frequently one of the best motivators, as when you anticipate receiving one, your brain ensures that a lot of dopamine is released. You are aware in the back of your mind that once you are done, let's say with studying, you can choose a reward. It is much easier to force yourself to power through your task since you get to enjoy a reward of your choosing guilt-free. However, it must be recognized that in video games, the reward always gives something back to you. You could obtain a stronger sword after disposing of an adversary, which indicates, now you can take down tougher foes. In essence, the prize you win enhances your gaming experience, and it encourages you to keep playing. And a lot of us make mistakes with this. When we follow a healthy diet for a week in a row and visit the gym 5 times during that time, certainly, we merit a prize. But typically, rather than receiving a gift that pays us back, we often do some damage. Like eating a whole cake after consistently going to the gym during the week. The reward must be in line with your goal, and the reward must be enjoyable, but also helpful, which is often neglected. If you have made it this far into the video, I would like to say you are amazing, and if you put in the work, you will reap the rewards. Start implementing these tips to become more productive and see your life change. On that note, we like to thank you for watching. We would appreciate you showing your love in the comments below, and leave a like if you think we deserve it. As always, have an amazing day, and see you next time.